Right. The early years was quite chilling. First of all, it's important to understand that there was a scientific animus called scientific racism, which at that time was simply science. And it posited that black people were very, very different from whites, medically and biologically. And this provided a rationale and an underpinning not only for the institution of slavery. Slavery probably could not have persisted if there hadn't been this medical underpinning, but also for the use of blacks in research. For example, it said that blacks were less intelligent, subhuman, perhaps not even quite human, that they didn't experience pain, that they were immune to diseases like malaria and heat sickness that made it impossible for whites to work in the field, but made them perfect for labor in the field. So this set of beliefs, this set of scientific beliefs, was not buttressed by any real data, but only by the needs of the community. And this actually gave permission for doctors to acquire slaves for research. They also had a variety of conditions for which a good example is reproductive health. All of the early important reproductive health advances were devised by perfecting experiments on black women. Why? Because white women could say no. White women were not interested in having doctors looking at their genitalia during the Victorian era, and white women were not interested in undergoing painful surgery without anesthesia, but black women could not say no. So this animus began, as you say, in the very early days of our republic, and it simply snowballed until by the time of the Civil War, blacks were being used almost exclusively in some venues and in very high proportion in others for everything, vaccine design, experimental surgeries, and they were never consensual. You never asked their permission, and rarely were they therapeutic. They were mostly to expand medical knowledge.